Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Hades 2, and last time we had another run that made it all the way to the Kronos fight. Probably our highest damage and fastest run that we've had thus far, although couldn't quite get all the way past that fight, of course. It was a little bit of a glass cannon build, so I think it would be something we could potentially recreate relatively easily with the big combo that we had, Aphrodite plus the little blades. But we did also unlock the axe, so we'll try that out for the first time this go round. I'm intrigued by... is it this ability? Oh, I don't remember this. I'm not sure if we saw that before, so that's new. I don't think we saw that. I think I was eyeing that one, because this can block. Yeah, it can block for a little bit, and so I was thinking that maybe for that reason we designed specifically an actual run that is intended to be all based on charging up and spending magic to use those types of skills. But the other thing that I'm realizing...
My light of moon in darkest Erebus. I urge ye spirits of the crossroads thus. Look well upon the wards about this place, which keep us hidden within night's embrace. Ensure that each is whole, its strength secure, as we hold out against our common foe. To achieve victory, we must endure the ravages on us time would bestow. So mote it be.
Okay. I did not realize we were walking in on an incantation here. You have anything to say about that, Hecate? Apparently not. But, alright, that's apparently a thing. What I was going to say is, what I've realized is that I think I have been underselling the importance of the Wretched Broker, because this is where we spend bones to acquire other things like, I think, Fate Fabric is something that we need for at least one or two relatively important recipes of sorts. And then we could get more nectar. What is it here? Wait, what? Is this selling Nightshade, Poppy, and Deathcap in order to receive bones? I'm not really sure I'm all that keen on that, because we have 831 bones, so I think we can be relatively aggressive here. Not really sure we need 1 Ashes or 5 Psyche. I don't think that's going to make a huge difference. But the Fate Fabric
should be of use.
I think could be of use. Oh! Okay, we can spam this multiple times, it looks like. Because I was looking at 1 Ashes and thinking, when is that ever going to be significant? But, you know, if we were to do this 10 times over and get, 10 Ashes for 150 bones, then alright, maybe at that point it starts to mean a little bit more than that. And similar for the Psyche, but I would like to see... Can we use this, Hecate, or is this no longer usable? Because that might have been the place where we wanted to use that fabric that we just picked up, unless we need that for the fishing rod, which we honestly might...
within the pool.
Okay, we did, and we did pick it up. Now we need a bronze, though, and I have no idea where we get that. It did not appear at the Wretched Broker there, so... alright, maybe that's an aside for the moment, but good to know that, yes, the Wretched Broker can give us some very important things, and that is where we spend our bones. But as I was saying, for this one, I think we go for the axe. Maybe...
which shall it be?
We mix it up a little bit more with the keepsake as well, because although I do really like the silken sash, I think given how this seems like it's a much bigger, slower type weapon, using Hephaestus boons that typically you hit it once, hit the enemy once, and then there's a little bit of a delay before you get a big chunk of damage, that seems like that would work fairly well with a big slow weapon like the one that we have here. So that could be a good way to go, or alternatively, as we were saying, if we are trying to prioritize charging up our skills this go round, then obviously going with Selene's keepsake, which gives us +1 upgrade to our hex the next path of stars we find. Now that we've a better understanding of what that actually means, does that mean we get +1 skill point for our Hex when we first get it? Or does that mean every time we find a Selene boon, we get an additional point? Not entirely sure. Might go with Hephaestus, though. It's a little higher ranking here, and it's maybe a little bit of a safer option since we are already experimenting with what is a brand new weapon to us. We are going to pass up on the extra bones weapon just because we only just unlocked the axe. And I'm not sure that we need all that much silver right now, so the pickaxe may not be the best option for us. Maybe we do take the spade this go-round. So let's try this. So this could go horribly wrong. I have no idea. So we are getting quite experimental here. But there is Hephaestus. Right off the bat. Oh, there was one other thing I meant to do.
Especially productive, seeing as we can't even kill each other, as all Kronos himself can attest. Oh well, plenty of work for me.
The other thing that I meant to do was just double check our Arcana cards, since there are a few that we have that are fairly specific to charging up our attacks, and I think we might have just deactivated some of them, so technically speaking, this might not be the most effective way we could build around this type of run, but obviously this doesn't have to be the only time we prioritize using our charged up attacks. Okay, so remember, we can rarify either a common up to a rare or even a rare up to an epic if we would like. Specials occasionally, well, we've seen this and we might have seen all these things. After you sprint for 1 second, use 10 magic, create a blast. I kind of like this, to be honest with you. Trying to prioritize using our dash a little bit more, or actually sprinting, not just dashing, sprinting, and getting damage from it. We'll use magic in the process, but if we're kind of planning on making that be a thing, then maybe that isn't all that bad. Okay, well, maybe don't run straight into the enemies that are charging up an attack. But just experimenting a little bit with the way that... Oh, that is a humongous AoE. Okay. We do, or at least we did, at one point in time, have an Arcana card that gave us extra damage when we have spent some of our magic. So part of me doesn't want to restore here, but I guess we'll do it. We don't have armor, so that damage that we just took was kind of sort of permanent outside of the whole part where we'll heal a little bit. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, the timing on the dash is tricky. That is unbelievably slow for what it's worth. Now, this is also not the one that I meant to use. Although it did still kind of work. Alright. We're experimenting, okay? As I said, I do not necessarily have the highest expectations for this run, but we were overdue to experiment more with charging up our attacks and... Oop. And that was also risky, but I get that oftentimes. Just sneaking in the sprinting attack is far easier said than done. Given that it doesn't activate immediately. You have to charge it up long enough that it spends the magic, and then by that point getting the timing right so that you are close enough to the enemy that you can hit them while not hanging out right next to the enemy long enough that they can hit you. That's the balancing act. We do also have at least one nectar, but obviously we already have the keepsake from Hephaestus. We should keep that in mind, that we should gift it to probably somebody, but this is not the right person.
Olympus, I accept this message.
At least, not right now. Okay, so we can take less damage, restore some magic when we take damage. Given how we are spending a whole lot, could be something to be said for that. After you enter a location, prime magic and gain armor. It's basically just 10 armor in every room. Otherwise, attack specials deal bonus damage to armor. You've seen this before. We've always been a little reluctant to take it, in large part because it mostly just matters against mini-bosses, not for the full-blown bosses. But this early on in a run, maybe we can still make use out of it. We have enough time to go after the mini-bosses. Although... sure, I guess. Do we want to rarefy it? I'm not loving this specific boon, but I guess we'll do it.
My silver.
Oh, also I forgot, we took the spade, the shovel, but I don't remember exactly what the shovel locations look like. So I'm pretty sure we crossed some of the ones that I once suspected were shovel locations, but may not have actually proved to have been the case. So I know we were saying from the onset we were planning on having this be a run in which we focus on charging up our attacks and whatnot. However, I am really liking the huge AoE of this weapon. As I think I was saying at the beginning of our previous run, where we took the shortest range weapon, I have typically had trouble with the short range weapons. I think we're going to take this. I've typically had trouble with short range weapons, at least dating back to Hades 1, in large part because, well, it means you have to get closer to the enemies, which means you're more likely to take damage from little things like that. But I've the same reason, or the opposite reason, typically had better luck with the larger, longer range weapons. Even though this is slower. If I weren't constantly trying to run straight into all the enemies, probably would be doing a half-decent job of avoiding some of this damage, because our range is pretty sweet. Alright, I think we're just accepting, not gifting.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
I held to faith your task would not require you above, only below. But Hermes indicates the threat here on the surface now looms larger than we thought. Rise to us then, whenever time permits.
So I think our theory remains pretty solid here, that once we finish our first run going down, that's what's going to unlock the ability to go up. Okay, so this is important, because we do not have the opportunity to change this on a later occasion, or at least if we do, we've not yet seen that option. It's all going to be upgrades to the same base skill. So we did get a really cool one last time, but then we didn't use it because we had reason to not use it. It gave us additional damage. So your Hex launches a seeking projectile that inflicts morph. Is this... We've seen this before. I think we took it, but once again did not really use it. Wolf Howl, your Hex makes you rise up, then crash down in the target area for 200 damage. Hex makes everything else slower, significantly slower, for 5 seconds. I think if we're anticipating we are going to prioritize Selene on this run, we should take something that supposedly benefits more from long-term upgrades. So maybe we take this. This was one of the places where I thought we were supposed to dig, for what it's worth. Okay. We have taken, as I was starting to say, more damage than I would like to have taken at this stage. We can go to the shop. We have 266 coins, which is pretty good. Enough to purchase at least one relatively significant thing. On the other hand, I think generally speaking, spamming shops early is not great if you can get away with it, because usually what we find happens is once we get towards the end of a run, we have more shops than we have coins to spend at the shops. Or, you know, we can't buy everything from all the shops. So although this is a mini-boss, I think we go for it. It's going to be a little bit risky. We might go down, because we are not at full health. We do, however, have a bonus for going against armored enemies, so hopefully that will help. Oh, it's this dude who's annoying. Okay, that I missed, unfortunately. That's targeting where we just were. We do this. Oh, we can charge up for even longer. I don't really know what the significance of charging up for longer is, to be honest with you. I did dash. Not in the right direction, though. Oh, I also did not know that you were here. Okay, no, I see that. That was kind of fortunate, I'll be honest with you. No, that was also just me trying to dash out of the way of the little bramble. Okay, so now you theoretically, if I hit you, that is, can be stun locked. Is that reliable with such a slow weapon? It's still possible. Okay, now it's you. Don't forget, we do have the sprint, which does work fairly well on you. Okay, so we did take some damage. We could gift to Zeus. Oh, what were we saying for Homer to see? I'm not necessarily sure Zeus is the god or goddess I want to prioritize. I did like the Aphrodite attack boon on the blades that we used as a combo last time around, so I'd kind of like to either get Aphrodite or I like Poseidon boons in general. It's at least one other god or goddess that we've had pretty good luck with in the past, but I can't remember which one it was. Let's just take this, though, I think.
Hephaestus offered you his services, has he? We need him clanking away at our armories here. Though I suppose assisting you directly does advance our cause. No lack of interest in his handiwork of late.
Certainly not. Okay, so our attacks inflict blitz, which is after taking a large amount of damage, foes get struck by lightning. Your charged cast also causes lightning bolts to repeatedly strike foes one at a time. I mean, we are thinking we want to prioritize charging and using magic, gradually restore magic, but your total amount is reduced by 70. Plus 6 every 1 second. I mean, that is pretty quick regeneration. You might want this. I mean, I like most of these, to be honest with you, at least with what our build is. So maybe we do take this.
A victory, yet time our foe remains.
Huh. Okay, Homer is directly responding to us. Okay, we need to be a little bit careful here, because we do not have a lot of health right now. We don't have enough... Okay, I was kind of curious if... Oh no. If the amount of magic we had was going to restrict us from using some things altogether. The answer is yes. Okay, we should sprint. Oh, the sprint still spends mana even if there's not anyone near us? That stinks. That's just going to be... Oh, no, not quite the same. It's a mixture. Some of the same enemy, some not the same enemy. Okay, that was really annoying. I did not want to be stuck in that animation at all. That was not an attack that I pressed the button for. And it's a very long animation. So I was stuck in that animation for about an extra second. Okay, so we took a lot of damage there. We can get more Psyche, another Nectar. I think we go Nectar just because we've not had many opportunities to get that. So let's nab a little bit more. Let's do this. That can definitely help us. Make this a little bit safer. Give us a little bit of crowd control of sorts. Okay, mini shop, honestly, if it just gives us health restoration, that alone would be pretty useful right now, given where we stand from a health standpoint. Okay. Oh, I did not see that enemy. I did not see that enemy at all. I was kind of focusing on these guys, if I'm being honest. Even with that being said. Okay. We can kind of change the direction of the attack. If we really wanted to, which I started to do there. But if we need to adapt mid-combo. Okay, so we could certainly use some immediate life restoration. I would not say no to that. Although, actually, let's just take a quick peek. Are we about to head into a shop? We are not. We're probably about to take the hammer, although case could be made for taking the health. I think we go health restoration. We haven't even taken one of these before, so sure. We also have not gone to a full-blown shop yet, so we're in pretty good shape financially. Specials deal more damage for a certain amount of time. Your charge moves deal plus 50% damage. I mean, that does affect our sprint, but it is becoming increasingly apparent just how difficult it is to actually practically deal damage with that sprint. So, we might hold off on both of these, to be honest with you. I think the health restoration was key, and then hopefully we get our big damage boost from this. Quickly nab that. Oh, that's kind of a nasty spot. Okay, I got some of you. So this can kind of stun the enemies a little bit. I was not sure if that was going to hit the enemy behind us. Ooh, you are quick. I was not sure if that was going to be in range to hit us or not either. Oh, and that was just quick enough to hit us. So So yeah, there are definitely little times where when we're in between hits of the combo, we absolutely can get hit. Okay, what do we have here? Attacks have plus 10 base power, and you take minus 20% damage while using them. I mean, that would be kind of nice for the reason I was just saying. We can absolutely take chunks of damage even when we are mid-combo. It stuns fairly well, but even then. Your charge attack gains plus 2 power each time it keeps hitting the same foe. Could be useful, particularly against bosses. We did it a little bit against the mini-boss a minute ago. After blocking foe with your special, deal plus 50% damage for 15 seconds. I would love this. The problem is, we currently do not have enough magic to do the block. Well, we can't do the charge block. I guess we can still block with the, I don't know. If we had more magic, maximum magic, this would be more reliable. All of these look good. I wish we had all of them. Honestly, just given the state of our health, I think we might take that. Although, the blocking-oriented one could be useful too. Arachne, I think we need... I mean, we could really use the extra max magic too, but getting the armor and just one room with no enemies in it. Getting a lot of these. Okay, granted, there might be enemies in here. There are. The ones that have the sparkles around them are relevant, and there are not any more of those.
Oh, you don't truly think I weave all those cocoons you see out there myself, do you? I weave faster than anyone, though even I'm not that quick.
Okay, I was gonna say, we were talking about it last time.
That does make sense. So instead you command a massive hidden army of spiderlings, standing at the ready to do your bidding?
Maybe.
Oh no, most of them hang upside down rather than stand. Oh, come now, I'm not the only spider in the woods. The others keep to themselves. But they do listen sometimes, I suppose.
Okay. So, we could certainly use something that gives us a lot of armor and maybe some health restoration, like the Emerald Dress. We've used it many times before. Restore magic every 1 second could be useful too if we're trying to continue to do that type of stuff. Channel 40% faster. Have we seen this before? Maybe we have, but we've always immediately dismissed it because we haven't been focusing on the channeling stuff. Well, the question is, how much are we thinking long-term versus short-term? We did get a fair bit of health restored, but we don't have a wall of armor from having taken Arachne's keepsake in the first place. So, can we get away with... Maybe we try this as a middle ground. Okay. Bones, not really thrilled about that. I think we'd probably take ashes instead. Okay, so it was the magic restoration is the root.
Nemesis.
Oh.
Well, well.
Well, 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 indeed. Alright. How goes it?
Missed all the fun. But at least you won't have to get your hands dirty this time.
You got rid of all the enemies in here already? Surely there will still be more for us to fight.
Nemesis, what are you doing here? Who's standing watch at the crossroads?
Alright, it's not like this is the first time we've seen her out.
They'll manage. I'm on break. Tell Hecate you saw me, you'll regret it. And you're welcome here and safe, seeing as I cleared the path for you.
Alright.
I don't need your aid in this, other than the responsibilities you've already been assigned.
Really? Look like you could use all the aid you can get. Here's something for your trouble. Then I suggest you move along.
Oh? What's that? Oh. Well, thanks. Not like we just purchased extra health restoration not long ago. I mean, it did give us 11 health. We were going to restore some by just walking into the next room anyway. I also didn't see what type of room she just walked into, but we no longer have the option
Beat me to it.
to take that one. We were probably going to go for the shop anyway. We did pass on one earlier. Do have an opportunity to dig, though. Okay. Is this the first time we've actually taken the shovel out? It might be. And yes, so there's confirmation. It's not these that mark the places where you can dig. It's patches of dirt. Smaller, more subtle patches of dirt. Okay, so we'll go in here. I suspect this is the last room before
Lord
the Hecate
Cameron,
fight.
they've returned.
It is. Okay. So we can we afford all this? We can, can't we, if we really wanted to? This will upgrade a random boon by 1. How many boons do we have? We can't upgrade this. Oh, wait. No, we can. I thought this was the Selene boon for a second. We could get this upgraded. Not really sure how much of a difference that's going to make. We just want some magic restoration per second, and not sure that getting that number to go up any higher is going to make that big of a difference. Increasing the area damage, I mean, kind of nice, yes, when it works, but the problem is getting it to work properly is far easier said than done. So I think this is probably the thing that benefits most from being upgraded, and it's not even that great of a boon, because it's not universally applicable, and this is a hammer upgrade, so that can't be upgraded. We might just pass on this, but I think maybe we take this, see what we get, and if it becomes a good boon, then maybe we just cross our fingers that that's what gets the palm upgrade. See what it is first, though.
Trusty Heron reached you after all, and just in time to face the gravest threats along your path. So may my blessing bring you victory.
Thank you, Aphrodite. Okay, so cast, drag foes in, and inflict weak. Might not be the worst thing. Oh, replace our old dash with a new dash. Not really sure we're looking to exchange boons at this point. We're probably just looking to add on to them. Well, you have at least 80% health, deal more damage, 10%. I mean, we are now on 80% or more health, but not sure how long that's going to last for. It's only 10% damage bonus. I wish that was a little bit higher. That seems a little underwhelming, to be honest with you, since that is conditional damage. I might go for this. I think I might. Not really loving it either, though.
Wow.
Oh! Wait, we can... Oh, this is Charon we're gifting to. I was going to say, Aphrodite is one of the gods or goddesses that I probably would like to gift a nectar to, but I don't think we actually can in this circumstance, or if we could, then I missed the opportunity. Let's do this. I think we'll need it, and then let's talk to Charon. Don't think we want to gift to him. At some point, obviously we will, but I don't think he's a particularly high priority. Or at least, I don't know what to expect from his keepsake. I forget what his is in Hades 1.
I did encounter her, my lord, and I think the fate Selene's light is visible in Erebus, for I know she cannot shine much farther past the edge of this realm.
Interesting. Okay, and I think I've learned what the forget-me-not finger means in other circumstances. I think it means that this room, or the reward from this room, gives us one of the crafting materials for whatever the thing is that we have marked. So that's useful if you're, just searching high and low for the thing that gets you whatever it is you're trying to save up for. It makes it a little bit clearer.
Until we meet again.
Alright, I'm not very confident about this matchup, to be honest with you. What? What does that mean?
There's not much glory in confronting adversaries one-to-one. I myself invoke shades of the dead to alter the odds. Some may well favor you instead.
Yeah, because we've had kind of a wonky setup thus far that we're still trying to figure out, and it certainly has some significant weaknesses. So, face off against Hecate, and it may not be all that straightforward.
Perhaps if I brought with me a legion of animal familiars next time, headmistress. Not that any beast would bear its fangs at you.
You jest, yet a familiar may be of considerable benefit given all that you have to do.
Oh?
A possibility to think upon once you are rid of me.
Is that so now? Okay. We probably would like to use our Hex. Okay, so we can do this. Dash out. Oh, dash out. Or not. Okay, well done, Lids. Already failed miserably. And that was also a very bad time to start to do a charged up attack. Oh, we do have armor. Well, we're about to lose that armor. But we did have armor, more accurately. Ow. Just want to do this. did not take the, was the hammer upgrade that was going to give us the option to deal bonus damage whenever he did. Oh, what was that? Yeah, remember, we can also... Yeah, for some reason, I could just tell it was going to be that activity, but we do have that block move that I've yet to really execute properly. Okay, our damage is big. So even if we aren't hitting her very often, oh wow, I mean, we're still taking horrible damage. But even if we aren't hitting her very often, we're still dealing a lot of damage even with those limited hits. Oh, nope, nope, greedy there. I think that was the last one. Not that proactively. Okay, I didn't really want to do that, but also almost walked into that. Maybe that was not the right time. This might be. Oh, that would, excuse me, yeah, I was charging that for a very long time and nothing happened. I would like my my charged attack to activate more quickly so I can actually use it. Okay, that does add up to some pretty huge damage. Also, that was very fortunate that we did not get hit. Okay, so as soon as we dash, it ends that series of attacks. Okay, now we turn to the sheep. Still don't know how to avoid this. Are we slower than usual? It feels like it. There we go. Didn't really mean to drop our cast / special there. Also, please go down. Are we actually slower moving with the axe than we were with other weapons? I did not press the attack button. I pressed the dodge button. I will have you know. I feel like our base movement speed is slower. Oh, it's this. This might not necessarily be the best time to do this. Why not? Well, maybe it is a good time to do that. Is this far enough away from all of them? Just barely. You the real one? You are not the real one. You are the real one. Really? I mean, we could have dashed through that. We can't do that. I should have known we can't do that. We've already tested that theory. Oh, not again. Knew it was you. I could tell. I would like larger windows to attack you, please. I would like larger windows to attack you, please. Oh, I guess that kind of is a window, to be fair. Thank you, iframes. Okay, I did kind of ask for that, and that was unnecessary damage, especially when we're as low on health as we currently are. Oh, okay. There isn't a Hecate in this corner? I'm surprised. What are you doing? Okay. Not see you. There we go. Okay, I was a little concerned, at least upon entering this room, that we were not going to defeat Hecate for what would have been the first time.
Familiar along next time, if but to keep things livelier for me. We have the means to keep them safe, even in scuffles such as these.
Oh?
Faith of familiar spirits.
Oh?
They should work on Phrenos, or perhaps...
Okay. That's intriguing. Alright, so obviously we blew through our armor from Arachne very quickly. We will get some health restoration here, though.
The Titan.
Not much, to be fair. So our run may not last much longer.
I am time itself. What are you? A thrall of those calling themselves gods, mindlessly serving at their whim. My children are crafty. To them, you are nothing but a common tool. And not an especially sharp one, it appears to me.
Excuse you. Oh. Oh, this. Is there also a place for us to dig with the spade, or was that just the little flower that I might have missed? I think it was that. And only that. Oh! We can dig here, though. Alright. Glad we're at least getting, oh, some value out of the shovel, and don't think we've seen whatever that was before, so that's cool. Okay, so we are rather low on health already. Or at least low enough that we still need to be careful. The thing that I'm having issue with is, how do we get into range safely? Because we have longer range than usual, but as you can see, these guys have pretty long range. So it is not the most straightforward thing. Oh, and we did get a slight max magic improvement, I think. Just around when we entered this room, based on one of our arcana. Okay, ooh, that's close. That's also close. That's also close. This is what I mean. How do we safely get in there? There's so many of them. This would be such an easy room if we just had a quicker and easier way to get into attacking range more safely.
Lord Charon will want this.
Hermes or health. I mean, I would like Hermes. On the other hand, I feel like the only way we survive this run is by loading up on more defenses. And I do think, oh, using this is pretty important. No, dash. Okay, I don't know what that was. That was some follow-up attack that apparently those guys have. That I apparently may not have ever noticed they have before. That might have been a ranged attack. These guys, I think. No, please. I don't know what it is, but specifically the third hit of this combo, I will not be pressing the attack button for a while, and yet it will still insist on doing that third and final hit of the combo, and it has gotten us in trouble on several occasions, and that is kind of frustrating. Because that sometimes it's like, okay, well maybe it's just that you're mashing the button too much, but there was at least one occasion where I specifically pressed the dash button, not the attack button, and it seemed to interpret dash as me telling the game that I wanted to complete the combo, when that is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. That was a little off-putting. Gain a random item. We've certainly done that plenty of times. Next 12 Charon item with a duration will expire after 2 mini-bosses / major bosses. Restore 10% health whenever you enter a location. How are we doing on health right now? I mean, that seems pretty well timed right now. I'm surprised we have not taken this yet.
Fair trade.
Then we can go Psyche or we can go Ash. Obviously, they're pretty similar. I don't know. I guess we go Ash. Oh, it's been a little while since we had a room like this. That does not break it in one hit. I was gonna say, that concerns me. If that's the case, that does not bode well for how quickly and easily we're gonna be able to get rid of these guys. Look at how little damage we have. Ooh, there's a lot of these right next to each other, and I don't like that. Proactively throw that down. Except there wasn't actually anything there for us to be concerned about. This definitely will have something, though. Oh, it's armored as well. I don't like that. Come on. Okay, now dash. So slow. Oh, is this the thing that we needed to leave? It was. Okay, so technically we could leave now whenever we want. Either go shop or go Zeus. Let's get a little greedy, though. Oh. I don't know if we've ever seen that happen before. coins. Okay. Oh, I kind of wanted this to explode on you. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't at this rate. So yeah, I would like an additional source of more reliable damage, so we don't have to rely almost exclusively on spamming an extremely slow attack, even if it does have what seemed to be half-decent damage. With a fully charged one, like, spending magic is pretty solid. Not sure Zeus makes a ton of sense with what we have. To be honest with you, I feel like Zeus in general is best for quick-hitting weapons, and that is definitely not what we have here. So I'm thinking it's either shop or mini-boss for Aphrodite. 300 coins, we could get some value here for sure. Maybe we do take it. As I was saying before, I feel like to a certain extent it benefits us to wait a little bit on the shop so that when we do get them later on in the run, we can buy more than just one thing in the room. And that is still the case here. We still don't have great boons though, so I think we get this before we pick the palm.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, and what is this epic one? Weak afflicted foes take 20% more damage. What do we have that afflicts weak right now? It's our cast? I mean, I am trying to use the cast fairly aggressively as an opening move, so there is something to be said for taking that. Otherwise, whenever you exit location, restore 100% of health if... Wait, what? Restore 100% health if you have not lost too much. Okay, so it keeps you in the 80 to 100% range, theoretically. And we did also just purchase something from the mini shop to give us more health restoration, so it's not the best timing, although it is theoretically still fairly useful. Specials deal more damage to nearby foes. Our special doesn't really do any damage because it's just a block, at least not until we can afford to charge it, and we can't do that yet. Unless our block actually deflects the attacks back at the enemies. I'm not sure if that's the case. I think we do this.
That's a feeling there.
Let's see if we can upgrade specifically that one. We can. Don't really want to upgrade that even if the damage boost is humongous. I think we do this. We could purchase this if we really wanted to. We could afford it. I think maybe we save it. Okay. I know this gives us more max magic, and therefore maybe that makes it so it probably does make it so we can actually charge up our special. However, let's give this another shot. So I was critiquing it a bit earlier.
Don't worry, man, this won't take long.
Oh, and also, we have now gone through enough rooms that we got a free max magic improvement. Now I think we might have just barely enough to do the special, the charge special.
The mirror sheen of the standing waters all about, revealed to denizens of Oceanus their full selves, to their horror or to their delight.
Okay, and that explains a little bit more.
Not a good view.
Now, why you are here, then? We could give to you, I mean, I have no idea what you would give. Oh, and you can see his reflection, but it doesn't really... It's not like it's some monstrous figure or anything like that. But I think, again, we're kind of waiting for a god or goddess that we really like, and then we're going to prioritize that as our next target for gifting a nectar.
Sometimes I wonder, what would it have been like were I not so unbelievably attractive? Some things would have been easier. Not having everybody fall in love with me. Maybe arithmetic.
Okay.
You're concerned that you're too winsome for your own good. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't find you particularly attractive.
Ouch.
Oh, I know you don't mean that. Though I appreciate you trying to comfort me as a friend.
Okay, so what do we have? Receive a gift of... Wait, is this... That's healing, not max health. Okay, now we're getting all the healing. Mystery boon and 1 mystery seed. Leaning toward that. A palm slice, so upgrade a random boon. And then several crafting materials. I think we go here.
Take care.
Thanks.
Take this. And who knows what this will be. It's Zeus. Okay, as I said, I don't know. I'd love to be proven wrong here. But maybe You're taking 120 damage. I mean, that could work, even with big, slow attacks. Special inflict splits. Well, you have no more than 10 magic. All foes are occasionally struck by lightning. I think we might want to go for that and just continue to spend magic aggressively. I mean, we still kind of need just a simple, straightforward, more reliable source of damage. This is maybe a little more inconsistent, but we're getting experimental, so we're going to do it. Also, you are hiding back there. Okay, is there anything else here? I think that was it. Okay, so even if the run has been a little rocky thus far, we've at least gotten, some value out of it. Oh, and I can see another way where this run can become a lot more experimental, because we passed on something in a previous run. But this is basically just our... Oh, wow. That's more damage than I expected. This is basically our sacrificial run of sorts. Maybe this is our chance to take some risks, the likes of which we chose not to take on previous occasions. Oh. Did not give us a lot of room to work with there. Alright, easy. It's 50, which is nice. Oh, man. So this is the thing we passed up on previously. It costs us health. I don't think we've gone down here, at least not in Hades 2 before. The reason why I reacted that way, though, is he gave us 4 options, and some of these are pretty nice. Hermes, which we unfortunately had to pass on previously. Hephaestus, which is a god that I would like to prioritize. And Selene, which, as I was saying, we're trying to prioritize the charging up attacks, and therefore should be able to have this Twilight Curse become a factor. So it'd be nice to upgrade it, but alright, we'll do it. It's probably not good timing, but we'll do it.
Some of my life essence before letting me in.
Costs us 19 life. Still have life restoration upon entering zones, because if so, that would be great timing. That to take effect.
Who in the...
Well...
What sort of boon is this in such a place? Well, in the name of Hades, Olympus, are you there?
Olympus cannot hear
Oh!
the song of Hades, but I can. And I have for you a proposition. Assist with a quandary of mine and benefit. Your response.
Well, I'm assuming this is still the same entity that we encountered in similar circumstances in Hades 1. Visually, they look totally different. They had amazing art in Hades 1, I'll be honest. My first reaction, I'm not sure that I like this nearly as much.
Almighty Chaos.
It is
I'm
chaos.
honored to make your acquaintance. But what sort of quandary would concern the origin of all existence? And how do I fit in?
Time shall tell. But at present I have inferred that your response, in essence, was affirmative. Thus may our newly formed arrangement prove most interesting. Accept my mark and go. And later I shall open the abyss for you again.
Okay. So, chaos booms are inherently different from an unfathomable abyss emerged creation and life, gods and mortals. So chaos is quite literally the creator of everything. Gods, titans, all that. And the boons are quite different, or at least they were in Hades 1. Let's see if it's similar here. So for the next 4 locations, location reward previews are hidden. So, downside, we don't know what the reward is for the end of the room. However, whenever we exit a location, we get 15 healing. We just took some damage to walk in here, so that would be kind of nice. Okay, so it comes at a cost for a more unique type of benefit. For the next 3 encounters, your dash is slower and also uses 3 magic if you have it. Afterward, you gain 39 maximum magic. Or for the next 4 encounters, whenever you use magic, prime it. Afterward, you use way less magic. Oh man. Okay, so I mean, long term, that could be incredible, because it significantly reduces our magic usage so that we can spam it like crazy. However, we basically can't use any magic for the next 4 encounters, which we've started to build a fair bit around that. This is certainly the easier option, I would think. How are we doing on health? I think we have to take this, to be honest with you.
There. Just have to live with the side effect for now.
So this is now what all of our rewards are going to look like. We don't know. We don't know what this is. So take your pick. Maybe it's a mini boss. Huh? Oh, maybe it's the new type of room that we recently unlocked. Wait, no. Okay, it's max health. Oh. Oh. I did not realize we were this close to the end of the floor. No, so the other one was presumably a shop. I mean, even if it was, we probably wouldn't have been able to afford much of anything. All right, so this has to be the boss fight, because we've seen...
About to start.
Right. Well, that comment tells us. But you can see from the entryway here that that is the case. How do we feel about how we fare here? I'll be honest with you. I think we have absolutely no chance of completing this encounter. I know we've had more luck with it as of late, but I do not think this is the way to complete this encounter. But hey, we'll give it a shot.
She's back. How did you like our latest song, lady? Be honest.
It was new.
Right or wrong answer, okay? We thrive on feedback from our fans.
So we have learned more about how this encounter works. Maybe that will be enough to help us still complete this, but our damage is not in a good enough place, I don't think, for us to make this happen, and we are slow. So I don't know, with a boss that has 3 separate entities attacking us simultaneously, and lots of times where we need to dodge from all the projectiles and ground effects they're creating, this could go very quickly.
If you seek feedback from your fans, ask them. As for me, I felt the chorus was catchy enough, but the lyrics and their disturbing themes were rather distracting.
Although I did not really catch the lyrics much.
Disturbing? Distracting? Compelling! That's what good music is. That's what Skilla and the Sirens are. As for our song, you'll understand it better if you give it another listen.
Yeah, when they almost inevitably kill us in this encounter. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, okay, so now we know we dash this way. That's how we deal with that. And we tried to do some of that. Okay, I'll be honest, I was really hoping that was going to deal more damage than what we just saw. Okay, oh, you can still do that while we're charging that up. Okay. Okay, it's going, oh, this way. This is the direction where we more safely dodge it, at least. Okay, I see that. I can see that too, but I'm not thrilled about it. Where'd you go? Now we go this way, which is kind of unfortunate, given how Skilla is kind of blocking that. Oh, I almost did not catch that. Okay, hold on. Now we need to go this way. Okay, the damage seemingly adds up. Oh, we're doing fine on magic. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's what I get for looking in the bottom corner for how much magic we have, instead of the projectiles or the ground effects that we just walked straight into. There we go. Watch that. So, I mean, that's key. Just understanding how that encounter, or that aspect works. And as saying, we figured that out last time. That was, in so many ways, the thing that was causing us so many issues before. Okay, the drummer's immune now. Oh, that's also not really what I meant to do, to be honest with you. Wanted to charge the other attack. Ooh, that's maybe not the best time to do that. Okay, you're doing your thing. Creates a wave around you. Take this as an opportunity to hit you a bit. Try to get out of that, though. And I do kind of like picking on the drummer for several reasons. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, what's it gonna do? We're gonna find out. Oh. They resisted, is the answer. It did basically nothing. So wonderful. Just what we needed. Oh, that was also not great. We do have a Death Defiance, which I imagine we are, of course, going to use at some point during this encounter. This is mostly just stuns. Now you're immune? But now it's just Skilla. It's her solo. Okay. It's, we'll take this kind of trade. Oh, hold on, though. Was working. And honestly, just getting a couple of those in might not... Oh. Once again, I was not pressing the attack button for that last one of the combo. So maybe it is still safer to go this route, because oddly enough, it is easier to control when the combo ends in that case. Okay, now we're switching... Or not. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were the featured artist, and yet you were still immune. Okay. Sort of, kind of block you. Okay, ooh. We've definitely dealt the most damage to the drummer. I mean, unless the damage we dealt to Skilla caught up. So I kind of want to try to continue to focus on you. I don't remember if that's the get in there or the get out of there. That was the... This is the get in there. Okay, the drumming stuff's coming our way. I mean, it is nice when those two are right next to each other, and then we can... Oh, that still hit us. Darn it. Okay, so Death Defiance incoming, of course. Can we do this again? Yes, we can. But I think they just... Yeah, they just completely resist, and it does absolutely nothing. Oh, that was gonna kill us, I assume. Okay, that stuns us, but it actually doesn't deal damage, I'm noticing. The series of projectiles that the guitarist throws at us. Okay, that. Oh, I did not realize the guitarist was right next to the drummer on that occasion. That one a little bit shorter. Okay, now we do want to go in now. Okay, that's the Death Defiance. Okay. Okay, now we have to get out the way, and you're stuck. Okay, that was potentially brutal, although I think we did just enough to avoid it. Drummer has to be, yeah, close to be going down. She is down now. Theoretically, everyone is pretty low on health as well. The guitarist has taken some residual damage from being right next to the other targets. Okay, Skilla has always been the final enemy. We did have a little bit of time in which we were focusing on her, but apparently that was not enough to make up for when we were very much prioritizing the drummer and the guitarist over her. I feel like this should be a good way to get rid of all the little guys. Well, there we go. All right, we did complete this encounter, which, as I said, I did not expect us to be able to pull that off. So that, I think, is reason enough to say mission accomplished for this run. Or at least, you know, we've exceeded my expectations. Obviously, ideally, we would make it farther still.
The Siren's Ready room.
But at least we get a little more goodies out of this. Oh. Always walk past this one. It blends in so well. Oh, and is that the Chaos reward now taking effect? Which means now we're getting life restoration in every room. Which, I mean, it's pretty well timed. We could certainly use it. We also did get a slight increase to max health and max magic from our Arcana. Where's the exit? Here. That looks pretty sweet. Even if we have a couple of options, I would probably voluntarily take that.
A seeming endless sprawl grows on the outskirts of the underworld, where forlorn shades attempt to fade away, and doleful spirits prey upon their sorrow.
Such a dreadful place.
I mean, that's kinda why it's named as such. Okay, so go in here. Get 17 every room. That is nice.
From a golden bough.
Okay, so if we go here, we'll find the bow. This, however, is probably what we'd like to start with. Of course, we would expect there to be... Yeah, oh, how are we dealing with these guys? I honestly could not tell you. I honestly could not tell you. Besides, maybe... Oh, that's a head? I did not realize that. Okay. That's apparently the way we deal with them. There's definitely more, though, because whenever we find those guys, there's always, like, at least 3. This is theoretically... Oh. Free little bit of armor.
Reinforced.
Take it. Look at that. Look at that. The bow is somewhere in the middle. Okay, that's... This is the bow.
Golden bow.
Snap this. You're running away. Okay, once again, I stopped pressing the attack button a long time ago. Okay, that's the way out. Gotcha. So I'm also looking for little rewards, like the armor upgrade that we got before.
Can you see me in there?
Huh? You're referring to these guys? Okay, there's the... Whoa, what is going on over there? That's pretty nasty. Okay, there is a little reward there. I would kind of like to get rid of these guys, just because I'm concerned that if we do leave them undealt with, then they're going to become a problem once we start actually initiating the real encounter.
More ashes.
But I think Zeus honestly might be the lowest. Selene might be the lowest priority. Hammer is definitely top priority. Oh. Oh, that's a projectile. You are about to do something nasty. There's nothing else over there. No bonus stuffs. Not sure what your deal is. Okay, this was the entrance. Alright, so I think we're good. Let's do this.
Mommy eye.
Did she call them? I mean, I just call them Medusas. She might have also been referring to the little guys who look like teeth, is how I have usually thought of them. Did that hit us? Oh, we have armor, but I think it probably did. So these guys are close range enemies, and we've generally done a pretty good job of avoiding them altogether by using ranged attacks, but we do not really have much in the way of range. Ooh, and I walked straight into that. Almost that as well. Can you, like, not do that? Please? What's that? There we go.
I think not.
Okay. We could really use something big from this. Dash Strike deals plus 200% damage in a larger area. That seems like that could be really good. Hold attack to strike 30% faster. Ooh, but cannot use your charge attack. I love our charge attack, though. Attack becomes a big chop with 300 power. I mean, our attack is already a big chop. I assume this is very slow. It's already really slow. Maybe we do this?
You feel that, Zorafat?
That is what we have now. Okay. Hopefully, that's good. I don't know. Alright, I think you're next, priority-wise. Another enemy that we've typically tried very hard not to be right next to. Oh my gosh. That was very unfortunate timing. Okay. Takes a little getting used to the rhythm using that dash strike. Attacks now inflict blitz. I mean, we've seen this many times before. We could use some more stuff to improve our attack in terms of just more than the base damage, other effects from boons. Lightning bolt effects may strike one more time. What do we even have that does lightning right now? What is our existing Zeus boon? That's a Festus. That's a hammer upgrade. Aphrodite. This. Well, you have no more than to... Oh, we have to use a bunch of magic. Okay, I mean, we have kind of been doing that, but... Lightning bolt. Dex may strike one more time. I mean... Oh, but it's only a 5% chance? It's hard to get excited about that. I think we just take the basic one here, because we passed up on basic options for so long now. Okay, so obviously... just about no choice but to do this at this point. That's the bazillion punch dudes who kind of terrify me. And that's why. Because I don't know if you saw how much damage we just took, but it was kind of insane. Oh, and then that's what I get for trying to do a charge attack that time. Oh, that. Oh, also bad. You're not dead yet. There we go. Okay, well, we're almost dead. So, there's that. I'm surprised we didn't use enough magic to activate this, or have the option to activate this, or at least it didn't look like it. Maybe that's just because at the end of the encounter, it automatically says you can't activate it. I don't know. Hex launches a seeking projectile that inflicts morph on up to 10 susceptible foes. Oh, wait, no, that's the base thing. Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't sound new, unless we can double the effect of it. Deal plus 10 damage to morph-afflicted foes. While your hex is not ready, deal extra damage. We had that on the previous run, and it was kind of useful, although since we're using our magic more aggressively, that may not be up as often. Use minus 10 magic, less than before you... What? That wording is weird. X lasts for plus 2 seconds. What is this one? Use minus 10, less than before you recharge your hex. Is this supposed to basically mean your magic consumption is more consistent, or is your magic consumption is significantly reduced before you recharge your hex? I still don't really know what exactly they mean by that in terms of when that is and is not active. Not a huge fan of it. For that reason, might instead leave 3 to 1, 2, 3 maybe. We can change sides. That is an option. Okay, let's do that, I guess. Oh man, not loving the mini boss. Oh, what are you doing here? Okay, also is not pressing the attack button. Is that our only option? The only way that we can leave? Because I don't think I need to tell you that a mini boss encounter would surely kill us. Well, the bow seems to be telling us that is the only way out. So it was nice knowing you. You had 19 health going in, but still. Oh yeah, we saw this guy last time. This dude who is... Okay, he is totally a vampire. She just said he's going to try to take our blood. It's not really useful either. He's going to do that attack. I'm going to do... maybe not do this attack. I remember his damage is absolutely astronomical. I remember that. Oh, and then I get hit by the little dude as well. Okay, that scares me a bit. As does that. Yeah, we can get hit twice at this point, I think. We cannot yet use our Hex, I don't believe. That also did not hit you. We are not immune when we are in that phase. For what it's worth, we are not immune when we were in that phase. I'm pretty sure we already knew that. Pretty sure we'd seen that before, but it felt like it was the only way we could possibly complete that encounter. And as I said, I did not really expect us to succeed. I did not expect us to succeed in the Skillo fight, so we still made it further than I had anticipated. So from that standpoint, not bad. And definitely going to take significantly more practice with the axe before we have any confidence that we can make it to Kronos, let alone defeat him.
Phantoms must be thrilled to find fresh blood, I suppose.
We did experiment with a whole bunch of things in that run, though, not just the axe. One moment while we RB to Brood.
The Titan has your family in his thrall, or worse. What has he done with them?
Okay. Now that we are done brooding.
Hey.
We could give to Dora as well, but again, wait, how many nectars do we have? We have 2 now? We do have 2 now. I think we're looking for a god or goddess that we really like. And then we can start thinking about the more peripheral NPCs like Dora. Sorry, Dora. No slights intended.
Hey, Mal. I was just floating around, I guess. And existing. Just kind of existing a lot lately. You?
The writing for Dora is fantastic.
Failing, making progress, I don't know. Speaking of, shouldn't you be practicing your haunting, Dora?
Come on, Dora.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought maybe I'd take a break from that. Why do now what you could do later, right?
For the sense of accomplishment?
Ambition and Dora do not go in the same sentence. Okay, I think we did get something here, didn't we? Or at least we now can see one of the other options, maybe? Because the Hecate fight gave us an icon that suggested we were going to see something here. Okay. So, I mean, again, not too concerned about targeting specific ones from that list just yet. For the most part, I think we're early enough in the process that it's kind of just going to happen naturally.
Together we shine.
And then later on, when there are just a few left, of course, at that point, we can be more deliberate.
There's more I can do with this cauldron.
What? Okay, we still need Shadow to be able to... What? Gain the ability to traverse warded gateways, such as the one leading to the surface. Okay, well, we saw something along these lines before. Is this exactly the same one? It probably is. Okay. Oh, we need one more fabric for this as well. So there are a few things that need fabric. Okay. What is this? Oh, for familiars. Oh, and it requires 2 nectars? Alright. Turn trusted beasts into your animal familiars. Grants +1 Witch's Delight, mostly used for bonding with animal familiars. I mean, we have to, right?
Temperature looks good.
Even if we were trying to save the nectars.
Companions near and far. Let us protect each other, soul and scar.
'Tis done.
So mote it be.
So mote it be. Alright, so maybe we'll experiment a little bit more with that, see what that's all about.
This should work.
But there were several other options here. Okay, Lime, we actually have a fair bit of that. Feel Hidden Chamber in Oceanus, where you may restore some health and peace. So we saw one of those. We only recently unlocked this for Erebus, I think, and it's not super meaningful in Erebus, because hopefully, for the most part, we're not taking much damage in Erebus. But Oceanus, we are certainly still taking a fair bit of damage.
Oskion Katoski.
Carefully said.
So that could be useful. And I actually thought that the room that we went into immediately after the Chaos room was one of those rooms initially, and then I realized, no, it was just a max health upgrade room instead. What is this? Enhanced fountains so that they restore plus 10% health. What do they deal right now? Is it 5% or something like that? Because it's not very good. It's very underwhelming. But we'll take it. A lot of things we can get here.
Your intent was true.
It is done.
And it is nice how, even if on this run we did not make it nearly as far as we had in our previous runs, we still have several ways that we can make some upgrades and improve our chances going forward, in addition to, of course, just learning more about how some of the new weapons work and relying a little bit more on our hex than we had in previous go-rounds. Now, what is this? Manifest your collection of keepsakes in the spaces separating each region. Okay, so this is a thing from Hades 1 that we can now get for Hades 2. Basically, it allows us to switch keepsakes in between each floor, and that is really significant, or at least can be, because suddenly you can then tailor your keepsakes for specific moments in time. Like, for example, we would oftentimes find ourselves using Arachne on the first floor, and gives us a nice, or her keepsake, that is, gives us a nice little starting chunk of armor, and then assuming that we don't take much damage in Erebus, gives us some time to actually increase that armor, giving us what is basically just an extra life pool. But then by the time we get to Oceanus, or maybe, if not, by the time we're entering that, by the time we're entering the Fields of Morning, is that the right name for it? We have lost all of our armor, which means that the Arachne keepsake is not doing much of anything for us. So then you could swap out Arachne's keepsake, put on a different keepsake, and you're basically getting the benefits of two in one run. And you could switch for every single zone, potentially, if you wanted to. So it just opens up more options that otherwise would not be possible for us to consider.
In you go. By moonlight and the dust of ancient bone, awaken in this cauldron the unknown.
See that, sisters?
So
Okay.
mote it be.
So I think that could also be a pretty big difference maker. At least when we have a specific plan for how we want to approach the keepsakes. We can be more strategic about it now.
Kronos was waiting for me again outside of Erebus. This time I recognized him right away, but I could do nothing against him.
This feels like this is very old news at this point.
Wily bastard. Arrogant to the last. So then, he knows of you. What did he say?
I mean, obviously he knows of us. We fought him on several occasions.
He thanked the fates that we had finally met, as though he'd been searching for me all this time, and told me not to make the same mistakes as my family.
Eject that poisoned memory from your mind. He knows nothing of the Fate's designs. I shall reinforce all our protective sorceries, and you... fear not your enemy. Slay him.
Alright. Thanks for the pep talk. Okay, Charon is hanging out over here. What's he doing?
Do you think Arachne's going to be alright in all of this, my lord? The surface was no longer welcoming or safe for her. And now, I fear that Erebus is not much better off.
Yeah, I don't really know what Arachne's deal is. I am not familiar with any myths in which she is a featured character.
You're right. She's twice as resourceful as just about anybody. 4 times. Just look out for her, would you?
Thanks, Charon. Okay,
Something
oh,
for me?
this is ready to get picked up. I don't even remember what it is, but we'll take it.
Here.
Oh, it's a whole bunch of the fabric. Okay, we'll absolutely take that. Okay, maybe we didn't need to buy some from the broker before, but I think we saw recently that there are several things that require fabric after all, so maybe it's not the worst thing. Given how we can't afford this fabric anymore, maybe we go for the Psyche this time? I mean, yeah, Psyche and Ashes are fairly easy to get, but that's pretty good volume. 80. So let's take it.
Wait.
Oh, Okay. Sure. Daughter of the God of the Dead shall redeem 5 Charon cards worth of Charon's gold reward. Okay.
I'll take it.
Gives us some more crafting materials. We will take it indeed. It's about to check, though. Yeah, we can get more of that. We could purchase more nectar. I mean, I don't really want to rush to do that when there are probably better ways to use our bones. Nectar, theoretically, should be acquirable. But with the stuff that we just picked up, we now do have enough fabric to beckon doom. Beseech Moros to reappear in accordance with the will of the Three Fates. The Three Fates believe there is more for their brother to do now that their list is delivered.
Into the pot. Hear me, O Doom. Hear my voice from afar. I need beseech you wherever you are. Where are you, Lord Moros?
So it goes at times.
So we saw, when we encountered Moros in the past, it was at the end of our runs. I expect that to be the case here as well, and seems as though that's sort of like main plot progression of sorts, in addition to, of course, just when we finish runs.
Nemesis on break, I guess.
Let's be honest, Nemesis is almost never here.
Back in one piece.
Why not send Nemesis to the surface in my stead? Even if I undo the ward sealing the path, I don't know that I'll last long up there.
I mean, that's also true. Nemesis is so keen on getting out and fighting her way through all these enemies, presumably, to try to get to Kronos. So, why not we take one angle, one approach, one direction, and Nemesis takes the other?
The matter on Olympus isn't as personal for Nemesis as it is for you. And she hasn't been especially receptive to suggestion recently.
Or ever, for that matter, I would imagine.
No, I suppose not. I got you this.
Okay. Anything from you? Still no. Can't say I'm surprised. Oh, they're feasting. Grab this.
You're ready.
Well, we could admire it, though.
How tall you've grown.
Then we harvest it. Okay, and we did... Oh, no, hold on. That's not what I meant to do. We did... Here. Get some seeds on the previous run. So we get some nightshade seeds, mystery seeds. This was new. Cattail seeds. Grown to spindly plants. Don't really know what those are. But let's... Oh, hello. How's it going, Odysseus? Maybe do one of those, and then maybe we throw in one of those mystery seeds. I think one of the things we just got was from a mystery seed. I don't really remember which one it was, but we... Oh, wait, what the heck? Huh? You weren't here seconds ago.
Does Headmistress know yet of your little excursions? Not much escapes her notice last I checked.
Strongly advise you mind your own responsibilities. Hecate doesn't control me, and you should show a little gratitude.
What? For what?
For what? Endangering us all? I didn't ask for your assistance, Nemesis.
Because you're weak.
I mean, we've made it further than you every single time. Maybe not in the previous run, but... there was... We need to gift... that new thing that we acquired to beasts. Can we... Apparently we can't give it to you guys? So the other one that comes to mind would be... Oh no, not here. Here. Just door account? No? Okay. Didn't really expect that to be the case. Rhinos. So Witch's Delight. Mostly used for bonding with animal familiars. Uncommon resource derived from a closely guarded recipe. Any witch worth her salt knows the path to a good familiar's heart is through its stomach. I mean, I don't really know who else would be eligible to receive such a gift outside of maybe Cerberus. Oh, Yeah, now I'm thinking of all the times where or the 2 times, we've run into Cerberus in Tartarus. We've tried to pet him. He said no. I've been soul crushed. And, maybe this is the way that you can actually break through and get Cerberus's attention. But we don't really know if we're going to run into one of those encounters anytime soon. We need to make it all the way down to Tartarus, and even then, we don't know if that room is going to show up. So I think we just go for the guaranteed one here.
This is a very special treat, Phrynos. It means you'll be protected when you're with me, and you can protect me in turn.
Familiar gained, Phrynos? Oh.
Meet me in the training grounds.
I'm intrigued. Okay, cannot afford anything there anymore. That's fine. Now we're in the training grounds. We picked up
Strength and wisdom of my predecessors.
not a crazy amount of Ash and Psyche. Okay, yeah, probably not really enough to do anything significant here. Yeah, I don't really think. I mean, we could purchase more from the Wretched Broker if we really wanted to, but don't think we're in a huge rush to do that because we know we're going to pretty consistently get more Ash and more Psyche from subsequent runs. So let's not overreact to that just yet.
Phrynos, you're here.
This, however, what is this all about?
Come along.
Invite him? A new disciple? Phrynos hops about, absorbing foes' range shots that might have struck you instead. Also, plus 10 max life. Tool support is this?
The tablet.
I don't know what that means in terms of... Wait, let's see. Phrynos makes lost shades more likely and pacifies them on command? What? Does that mean we have more reason to take this tablet or less reason? Because does Phrynos basically just do that automatically for us, and therefore we're basically getting a free tablet, and we should instead take the spade again, or the pickaxe? I don't really know, but we'll test it, I guess. And he hops around. Wonderful.
I know the sound of that gate. Come here where these old eyes can see ya.
Oh, he has some big leaps.
You have an animal familiar now. Well, your disciples are my disciples, young one. They shall be trained and cared for here while you're away, and they can fight me also if they like.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
Thank you.
Didn't realize Phrynos was like that, but maybe. Okay, is there anything else? Well, I mean, there is the... Oh, we did not get far enough to further upgrade this adamant shard, but so be it. As I was saying, now that we have made it so that this will show up in between every floor, we can get a little more creative, a little more ambitious with how we use this. Maybe we lead off with a silken sash, try to load up on as much armor as we can on the first floor where it's unlikely we're going to take much damage, and then at that point maybe is when you switch over to a specific god or goddess, or what was this one again? After you use a certain amount of magic, or after you use magic, period, restored over 3 seconds, up for a total of 1,000. I mean, that could have potentially been useful in our previous run, although we did ultimately find some boons that more or less did that type of thing. So, okay, we, despite not making it as far that last run, we experimented with a whole bunch of stuff, including the hammer. That might have been our first shovel run. We just got a whole bunch of things to craft, and we tried chaos for the first time as well. So, of course, as I think we've said in the past, Hades 2 is a roguelite, so it's not as if we are going to be successful on every single run or make exactly the same amount of progress or more progress with every single run. We'll have some setbacks, and especially as we try to get a little more experimental, take some more risks, learn some new things, we'll have some obstacles we'll run into along the way. But good to see that even when that happens, we still can get a lot out of even those types of runs. So thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.